play game.
Folks, here's a look at that dandy button. 3-ring mini ball. Oh man. Holy crap. I got a bingo.
Come all the way out here and get a large sense.
Heck yeah.
1838. 1902S.
Nice.
Well, it is a cold morning, and I am out here in the field where I previously found the Cummins token and some other stuff, and I've been out here for quite a while, but I finally found something. It was giving me a 1234, jumping down to a 31. Sounded really good. It could be an Indian head penny, it could be a button. So let's check it out. Alright, so here we go. It is a button with shank. Awesome. Cool. I'll take a flat button. The last flat button I found out here didn't have a shank on it, so definitely glad with that. I'll clean it up a little bit better and let you guys see a picture of what it looks like. Cool. I pulled the button from right there. Something else, it could be iron, but I don't know. Only one way to find out. Let's find out. Yeah, I think that was it. I'll double check though, just to make sure. We'll keep going. Well, one thing's for certain. It's snowing. I think I'm gonna march myself out of here and call it quits. Oh well. Well, I'm back out here in the field, and I found another relic. It's the next day, by the way. But we have a suspender clasp thing, and broken half, but pretty cool. Period to the area for sure. I don't have my hopes set too high, but really good signal here. Find out what we got. Well, there you go. Gave a super screaming signal, but just a ring. Oh well. I hope you all enjoyed that little bit of digging that I did there. Unfortunately, with the time of year that we're in, I can't get out and do a whole lot of digging right now. So what I thought I would do for the last little bit of this video here is kind of do a cleanup of some of the best finds of 2017. I think I have them all. I don't know. I'm probably missing some. So we'll go on ahead and get into it. And there's probably some 2016 finds in there too, but I'll show you what I got. Cool. Alright, so we'll kind of start with some of the relic type finds. And I'm going to say that probably 99% of everything here is all 2017, with exception of maybe 1 or 2 of the pocket knives. But I was able to find at least 5 pocket knives. This one here, mostly complete. This one here, complete. This one here, I believe I found, it was either one of these two. I found at my one super awesome location that I've been beating the heck out of. Found a little Crotobell. Still has the dinger in it. And it is a number 1. So pretty good shape there. Got the horseshoe, and I believe there's a 1926 wheat cent. Yeah, it's not really going to focus that well. But anyway. And the spur here I dug in Ohio. It didn't make the video, but it's in the video where Al and Kevin come down from Chicago to go with Eric and I. Found this really cool lock. It looks old, but with the type of key hole, I'm going to say it's probably not any older than, I don't know. I'm not even going to guess. But it's really cool. I found a bunch of tokens throughout the year. This one has like a dinosaur Loch Ness Monster type thing on it. Some writing on the back. Little dog tag. Dodge token. Let's see, what's this one? Oh, this is the good luck token. There we go. And then again, it has some writing on the back. Did find a World War II era, I believe, eagle button. And found some other, this one has a friend that it goes with. This is a Captain Bar. This one was silver plated, but he has a friend that's actually sterling. And then this is a silver plated religious medallion. This cool little hairpin type thing. It's like a fork. So that was pretty cool. And a whistle here. I never cleaned it up to see if it actually worked. I suspect it probably does. But I don't know, maybe a dog whistle or something. This really cool lighter. Now this one I found, it was about a foot deep at a house that had been recently torn down. It's probably 60s, 50s maybe. I found this here. I believe one of these was found in a recent Hoover Boys video. I found this one earlier this year. I never did clean it up really that well. But it's pretty cool. Let's see. So that's most of those. Pretty much the majority of everything in here is 2016. This was a 2017 find. He has a friend. I think this was part of it. Maybe not. I don't remember. Oops. Well, I'll get that later. So, a lot of your standard. This was a metal cone. Pretty cool. Spoon. Little lead soldier here. He's pretty cool. Heavy. Heavy for its weight. And believe it or not, I have dug more than one live round in my time. So, yeah. Cool little buckle. I think this one for sure was a 2016 find. I think I found this the same day that I found my first quarter silver spill. So that's cool. Oh look, here's another little pocket knife. That one for sure was 2016. So yeah, we'll move on to some of the better stuff. Here's my pile of wheat cents from 2017. My best year in wheat cents for sure. I think 2016 I ended with 178, and 2017 I ended with 226. So what I'm going to do is pick out some of the older, greener ones. This one, for example. So I'll pick as many of them out as I can, and then I'll run the rest of them through the tumbler. So, let's get to some of the coinage. So, I dig a lot of coins. With the area that I'm in, that's a majority of what I tend to find. Now, in 2017, I dug 2 Walking Liberty half dollars. So I'm at a total of 4 dug now. I've got a stack of Mercury dimes over here. And I've got even more Mercury dimes. These are my Washington quarters. And Roosevelt dimes, Barber dimes. I had 3 Barber dimes in 2017. This one is pretty rough. So let's see here. I had 34 Mercury dimes. I had 13 Roosevelt dimes. I had 3 Barber dimes, as I said. Oh, and a big thing about 2017 is I finally found my first seated dime. And this one is an 1838. Really rough shape. Really worn. There's nothing on the back. The back is entirely... Well, if you see it in real life, you can see some of the stars. Maybe I can get some of that detail on here. This is not an ideal camera. But anyway, the very next weekend, I actually dug a second seated. This one's got some black on it. I never did try to clean it up. This one is an 1889. A lot more detail. So, pretty cool. And see, I had 13 Washington quarters. I had 2 Standing Liberty quarters, and this is my book here. So let's see here. Here was one, and this one was a no date, obviously, but I found it on a 1900 farmhouse. And oh, this is the other Walker that I found. Let's see here. Couple of Indians. Yeah. So probably my best silver coin of 2017 is this 1919 Standing Liberty quarter. Yeah, I'll get some pictures in there to show you some of the better detail. So definitely my best silver coin of the year. And one of my coolest coins of the year for sure was this cut large cent. I'll definitely get some pictures of it in there as well. Coolest token, I would say, is this 50-year anniversary Cummins token. And if you watched the video that I found this in, you'll understand why. But yeah, really cool token there. Okay, so what we're going to look at now are some of the better silver finds of 2017. Now this is a watch fob, I believe, and it is at least silver plated, but I think it's silver. I never tested it, but it sure cleaned up like it. So it has the owner's name and their town, and you can go back to that video. It's the video again where the Chicago guys came down to hunt with Derek and I. This one here I found in Chicago with the Chicago guys, and it's a two-piece. So this side is sterling, and then the back is plated. Now, I was telling you about the captain bars earlier. This is the sterling silver captain bars. Really cool. And I found a sterling thimble, which is really awesome. It's awesome because it's silver, but it's also awesome because it's not smashed. And it's like perfectly intact. It's not damaged at all. So that was an awesome find. This was the last silver relic I found of 2017. It's a silver salt shaker top. I don't remember if I got it in a video, but if not, here it is. Big chunk of silver. I believe this was a 2017 find. If it was early in the year. But I found that with Derek trying to find a picnic grove in Ohio, and that's a mini ball. So, let's see here. These were 2016 finds. I found them on an old homestead out in Colorado, but I want to keep them with the good stuff. See, those are 2016. This is probably my favorite ring of the year. This Indian ring. And it's not marked, but obviously it's silver. And I wonder if, because how it is there on the back, if it wasn't actually handmade, but I'm not sure. I believe this was a 2017 find, sterling. I've only found one gold ring. Everything else has been silver. This was a tiny little one that I found on my last hunt of the year. It's handmade. But yeah. Let's see. My big old B-script sterling ring. And I believe those two were both 2016. I don't think I missed anything. This was a 2016 find, I believe. So, one of my favorite relics of the year was this infantry button, Civil War infantry. Yeah, I found that at my favorite location, and man, this thing, this is my hand hammered Native American bracelet. That detail is just insane on there, and It has the this is the whirling log symbol. I know it looks like something else, but if you actually do your research, which a lot of people don't do today, you'll find that this symbol existed long before Nazi Germany. So, looks like a swastika, but it's actually a symbol of peace before that, and it's just been perverted. And in this particular case, it is the whirling log symbol that I believe was Navajo. Not an expert on Native American history, but anyway, that's what my research told me. So this is definitely one of my favorite pieces overall, like in my entire metal detecting adventure. And this big old giant skeleton key. Now Derek actually found one that matches it. We're on the same property. Anyway, I got one more thing I'm going to show you guys, so I'll be right back. Okay, so the last thing that we're going to look at here is the finds from my trip out to New Hampshire with the Stealth Diggers. Now, if you haven't seen my videos, I've got 2 videos from that trip when I went with the Stealth Diggers. So be sure to go check those out. Now, just kind of quickly to go over what I found here, and a little bit of story behind some of these finds. So I think I mentioned it in the original video, but this is part of a pewter shoe buckle frame. Now, this big part here was a part that I found. This other part here was actually a part that Charlie found at the same location a couple of weeks before. And he's such a cool guy that he actually gave me the part that he found. So that's awesome. Got some pieces of pottery. This is a little musket ball. This is a big old dandy button with some fancy on it. And it still has the shank on the back, which is crazy. This is a tiny little cuff button. These are some more buttons here. This one has some nice checkerboard on it. There we go. Again, it has the shank. And I did keep a shotgun shell head stamp. There's a reason behind it. And when I went out there, I told Charlie, I want to complete the challenge, the Saskatchewan challenge, which includes a shotgun shell head stamp, a spoon, a CCR, which I found and was in his video, but I put it in the trash pile, a button, and an oxen shoe. And I found everything but the oxen shoe. So again, they said, well, why don't you just take one and add it to your collection to, you know, remember the trip. So that's cool. That's where that one came from. Now, this is really cool. This is actually 2 pewter spoon handles. And they are bent together, I would guess, to simulate chain link. Not entirely sure, but really, really cool. Really cool piece of history there. A couple other little doodads and gizmos. Probably my find of the trip out there. Drape bust large cent. Now the date is there, but I can't make it out. I think it's in 1804, 1803. I'm not sure. Really cool. So there you go. That's kind of a summary of my 2017 metal detecting adventures. I'm hopeful that 2018 will also be a pretty productive year. I don't really have any goals or anything for 2018 other than to find, a barber quarter. That seems to be my white whale, or a seated quarter. More large sense. I don't know. I'm just getting out to have fun and recover some history and bring you guys along with me on my adventure. So, having said that, Road Warrior 72 out.